this a secret? I know you like to keep it clean. No prying eyes to keep you honest. What do you hide when you hide with me? If you think you're clever, then you've never weathered anyone like me. I've been training all my life. Guess your number's out right. Cause when she calls mine, I'm not gonna lie. Those pretty eyes, are you scared now? You can't erase all the things you've seen. Do you like my shows and all my monsters? Now you're my latest favorite thing. Do you wanna play misbehave? Say the ways you plan to hurt me, abuse and drain me dry. Now you wanna know if you'll make it out alive. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Don't you want my affection? I thought you said you were mine. Won't you join my collection? La 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 la, you'll be fine. Oops. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
All right. Let's get the show on the road. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the TTRPG Theater. I am your host, Rob, otherwise known as Phantom NJ. Good to see some familiar faces in the chat already. Hope everyone is doing well. We got Lord Gazum in the chat. Tonight there is a new group. It's a new kind of format for his Thursday night stream. So we will be raiding into that afterwards. And, of course, ad break. Oh, damn it. Old group, new format. Oh, man. I really need to figure out how that whole ad system works, because having it happen after, like, the beginning and right as I start talking just does not work for me. But what are you going to do? They make it clear as mud as far as arranging when those things happen. So anyway, yeah. So old group, new format. See how it goes. Some newbies to learn. Some people to show them around. And I really need to remember to turn off that timer when I don't have a game going on, but one of these years I will get this whole thing straight. We do have a giveaway going on. We do have one entry already. $10 digital product coupon for Trollord Games. If there's any digital product on their store, exclamation point ticket to enter. And, of course, the timer tells that just as I finished telling it. That's awesome. I gotta love it. Timers. There we go. Turn that off. All right. Yeah, I was like, I needed a haircut, and I was getting really tired of having to deal with trying to get my hair to do anything in the morning, just look presentable. And I'm like, it's been a while. It's been a few years since I last got a buzz cut, and I'm like, I just buzz it, get it done. This way, I can go a few 3 weeks or 2 3 weeks without worrying about it. Get it buzzed again, and just get through the summer. And one less thing, one less annoying thing to deal with, and it's a hell of a lot more comfortable. Oh man! All right. So what do we have going on? Um, well, let's see. I mean, it is a holiday weekend. It's a 3 day weekend for here in stateside for most, myself included. Want to try to get some stuff done. Uh, of course, the brain needs to cooperate. Yeah, Chris, I didn't get a buzz cut for the first time until I was like, I think I might have been like 28, maybe 27 or so when I got the first time, and I literally walked into we were it was up in I can tell you it's funny because I walked into we were up I was up in Vermont on kind of vacation and needed to get a haircut, and we're wandering in a mall and saw one of the haircut shops. I don't remember what it was. It was like a Supercuts type situation, and the woman asked me what I wanted, and I stared at the thing for a while, and I'm like, I want a buzz cut. I don't want to deal with this. It's a pain in the ass. My hair has never been very cooperative, so I was like, I walked out, and to say that my wife at the time was shocked is a little bit of an understatement. And of course, I had to go back in because apparently the person who gave me my first buzz cut didn't do a great job of it. So I had to go back in and get some of the stuff smoothed out a bit. But yeah, it was like just a spur of the moment, and had been doing it for a while, and then I stopped. And for like the last couple of years, I've just been getting it like buzzed on the sides and trimmed on top, and it's like it grows too fast. I just want to not deal with it for a while. So here we are. And to be honest with you, looking at gray hair is not a lot of fun. Just I feel it looks a lot younger this way than staring at the gray. Of course, I should probably shave to completely go, and I'll probably do that tonight or tomorrow morning because tomorrow we mentioned already shouted out Lord Gazumba with the Greyhawk Academy. I think is the name of tonight's session. The first of the Greyhawk Academy is where newer players get to learn a bit about the game and how the game, how the system works. And some older players are there to help. And then tomorrow there's a session going on. Actually, tomorrow is no, not tomorrow. Oh my God, it's not tomorrow. It's Saturday. Hello. I have no idea. Time is weird. I have no idea what time is anymore. Tomorrow is nothing. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. There will be no Friday Night Crusades tomorrow. Tomorrow night I was like, I'm not even going to try to compete with fireworks and let people go do what they want to do tonight. And it's like, yeah, we will be skipping Friday Night Crusades tomorrow. But Saturday is the however long it takes to complete the module stream. Jay, what time are you getting started on Saturday? Is it 9 a.m., 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m.? 10 a.m., 10 a.m. Eastern, okay. 10 a.m. Eastern until the adventure is complete, however long that takes. That's going, could be going until 3 in the morning, if that's how long it takes. I will be joining the adventure in progress at 2:30. From 2:30 to 6, I'll be there with my Earth Elementalist, and gonna have some fun. I know he's got a mix of players coming in. It's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, so there's that. So I at least have some gaming going on this weekend. Also, we have a date for the next. It looks like we have a date for the next Embers of Empire game with the Righteous Hands, and that looks like it's going to be Sunday, August 10th. Let me confirm that's a Sunday. I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, Sunday, August 10th. We've got a game going, which would be cool. I'll be getting back from Western Pennsylvania the night before, so I'm sure that's all going to go swimmingly. Oh man, I just have to make sure that I have. For once, I have to make sure I've done everything ahead of time. No worries, Jay. As far as tonight, like I said, it's kind of a cleanup situation here. I have stuff that kind of needs to get done, and I need to like wrap some things up so I can get to the next one. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with finishing off. Let's go to the presenting screen. The Sassanine Moonbow specialty priests, other known as the Star Singers. And let me go and do this so I'm not staring at. We can ignore all. Spelling. Ignore all. Ignore all. And apparently it doesn't like the fact that this one's not capitalized because it still goes through it. Huh. That said EHEC instead of check. Okay, good to know. Ignore all. All right, that looks a lot less annoying. So the one thing that I did do was I did get the I did get all the abilities set out, at least until level 15. Though to be honest with you, first of all, I don't know that we're ever going to get to level 15 ever, unless I ran the same group for years and on a weekly basis. Or I, for some reason, decided to run a high-level adventure. I'm never going to see a level 15 group, but their last special spell comes at level 15. They got plenty going on. They don't need anything else. Well, it's George GM. Hey, good to see you, my friend. Been a hot minute. Glad to see you on. So yeah, I've got all the abilities out. The hit die situation is set. The bonus to hit is set. I've got the XP for getting to second level set. Now I need to go through the rest of them, which is fun because what ends up happening is it becomes a little more punitive every time another special ability is added on. So, first of all, let me get a calculator for myself because I can do this in my head, but why chance it when I don't have to? All right. So, what have you been up to with yourself? I should ask. I haven't, like I said, it has definitely been a hot minute. I hope everything's well. Been hanging on here, trying to keep it, trying to stay on the up and up as much as possible. All right, so XP per level. To calculate the XP per level, first start with the starting XP that was calculated. And each level's XP from 2 to 10 is double the previous level's XP. Raven Sarah, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so from 2 to 10 it's double, and then the XP for that level is modified by the cost of the ability. Right. So the cost of the ability is a spell. Um, I'm trying to remember. Dungeon Mr. Ty, good to see you. Never seen an Exorcist cleric, but thought it would be a cool build. I don't know. I mean, well, it'd be an interesting build for certain games. Exorcisms are not something you often see in this kind of game, but in terms of dealing with undead, I can tell you that when I put together like the specialty priest of Palor, they're going to have some they're going to have some abilities related to undead. That much I can tell you. You know, it occurs to me that I need to take a look at another class because I don't remember when I added the extra XP for them or the new XP level for them, what I did. All right. Huh. All right, that's actually less helpful than I thought it was going to be. That's fine. Okay, you know something? I actually have to change this to 2260 because I forgot to add the what do you call it? The XP that's there, or the ability that's attained at second level. I know I did. And then because it's just one extra spell, what we're going to do is it'll be 2260 times 2 plus 50. So that'll be 4570. All right. And then that's times 2. 9140 for the next level. Hey, Lord Forth, good to see you. We do have a giveaway, exclamation point ticket to enter for a $10 coupon towards any digital products on the Troll Lord Games website. Castles and Crusades, Amazing Adventures. All right, so 9140 times 2 plus 50 equals 18,330. Yeah, Amazing Adventures, they brought it more in line so that technically that and Castle Crusades are the same game. Amazing Adventures is, think if Castles and Crusades wasn't limited to one genre. You could do, you can do like action adventure type things. Think Indiana Jones. You could do, you can kind of do steampunk, though there's actually another game that they have that they're thinking about figuring out if they can do a reprint of it. Victorious, that is more pure steampunk. You can do stuff like The Rocketeer, old style adventures. You can do stuff in the dystopian futures if you want. You can do Lovecraftian type stuff. You can do a mix of all of them and just go absolutely wild. I mean, think something like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. You could you could you could really, if you wanted to just like do a game based on League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Amazing Adventures would be the perfect system to run that in. All right, so next level is 36,660. You would have, I've got, I don't know if you saw it on my YouTube. I think it's uploaded now. There is a game that I ran of Amazing Adventures. Did you get to actually? Did you get to watch any of that? I'm not sure if you did. I can't remember who was in the audience that day. Ran Amazing Adventures just recently, where it was there was a definite Lovecraftian element to it. And honestly, it was a little darker than I thought it was when I first ran it. That's true. You probably were, because you're a busy bee like that. Chris, yeah, Chris was one of my players. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. All right, so we're moving right along in terms of the XP chart. So at that is 146, 740. Times 2 equals 293, 480. I do plan on eventually bringing some of the Amazing Adventures classes into CNC. I mean, technically, some of them are really just CNC classes, but with a more modern look at it. Like you've got the, oh goodness, I don't remember which one it was. One of them ends up basically being the CNC monk, but it might be the pugilist. I don't remember. There's a, yeah, kind of a reskin, really. Yeah, pretty much. All right, times 2 plus 50. All right, so that's 587. All right, so it said up to level 10, so that's level 10. What did it say after that? After level 10, the XP for further levels is the class's starting XP times 140. All right, that's fine. So the starting XP is 2260. Times 140. All right, so oh, is that, wait, that's what added on to the last one? Okay, so plus 587. Well, actually, hold on a second. Let me clarify that again. 2260 times 140. All right, plus 587,010, 903, 410. Plus 316, 400. Two 19. All right, plus 316, 400. Plus 50 for the next spell. We're almost there. And then after that, I get to take a look at the at the actual XP table for regular clerics and make sure that this makes sense. So that's fun. 400 plus another 50 for the for the spell. All right. Oh, yeah, that's another way to do it. I always end up doing the PDF plus print version and applying it to that. But yeah, no, I that's. So I did advertise this as an AMA. So if you all have any questions about anything gaming related, campaigns related, feel free to ask. Plus 3, 6. Because I know me, adding and just putting in numbers can't possibly be the most interesting thing in the world. I think one of the main reasons I do it on stream is to make sure I commit myself to doing it. But here we are. Pre-gen pack for as far as pre-gen. Are you talking as like pre-gen characters for CNC? We've got, we do have, there is one that you can ask Chuck if he'll share it with you. We have a Google Drive that we do for Castle Keepers, especially those who are running campaigns, or well, really, honestly, especially for those who are doing stuff at conventions. And it's got it. Not every possible combination is covered, but it's got most of them. And it'll include levels. It'll do like first level, third level, fifth level, seventh level, and level 10 versions of the character. Whoop, nope. One thing I would note about those character sheets is they are not all done by the same person, so the level of detail in each character sheet can differ a bit, which is always fun. 316400. All right. All right, so going up to level 24, the final XP for level to get to the final level, which is 24, is 5,016,710. Now it is time to open the character sheet, or not open the character sheet, open the player's handbook to find out whether or not my XP tables are completely off the charts. So, let's do this. Source books. Player's handbook. Go to classes. Cleric. All right, so $91.40. Okay, yeah, no, as expected, it does it's odd that for exactly one level it is lower than the standard cleric, but they do get more abilities, so I think this seems reasonable. Level 12 for standard cleric is 900,001. Here it is 1,219,810. Yeah. You know, now I'm beginning to think maybe. I mean, they do get those extra spells. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. All right. This will work. Of course, to keep it consistent, what I should really do is they should all end in one. Oh man. All right. Yeah. Let's do that's the one thing I need to change on here. Keep it looking in a proper format. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, all right. I was wrong. I was wrong. Damn it. I need to do this again, but I'll take care of it afterwards. It suddenly occurred to me what the problem with the XP table is and how I was figuring it out. All right, that's fine. It's all good. It's going to end up being a little kinder at the start, and then it'll eventually ramp up, and it's going to pass it anyway. So we can fix that. Um, but otherwise, I mean, this is more or less it. But the class is kind of done. I can probably put some flavor text in here for it, but otherwise, I'm feeling good about this. Now, I'm still figuring out what my next one is going to be. Um, I do have I do have the Halfling Guardian that I can continue working through. Um, there's also I'm looking at specialty priests, and I think the two specialty priests that I need to work on are the specialty priests of Palor and Hieronius, because those are going to be central to the main campaign, and they're probably the two that are most likely to be chosen. Though the one priest I have currently in the main campaign, at least who's playing most often, is actually a dwarven cleric. And I need to remember who they're a cleric of. So let's do this. I need to open a different file. TTRPG stuff. I don't think it was Monster Mythology. Huh. Um, Complete Book of Villains, Creative Campaign, Monster Mythology. Let's just check this for a second. I guess it is Monster Mythology. There's Sahini Moonbow. And we've got her. Ah, there we go. Muamon Duathal, I believe, is the god that the dwarven priest worships. But this is not the same file that I'm used to working from. There we go. So which book is this and why can't... Oh, that's right, because it's a Forgotten Realms book. Uh-huh. That's why I couldn't find it. All right. Which also explains why the one that I'm looking for is not in here. That's awesome. Dwarven Pantheon, Forgotten Realms, you're letting me down here. Why you have to be different about this? Because what we want is we want Muamon Duathal. And here... we are very much missing them. Unless they decided to just slightly change the name. Oh, yep, no, they did just change the name. All right. So I could make a specialty priest for him. Okay. Yeah, you know. It's got to be difficult. I could find out whether or not he's interested in having his priest become a specialty priest. I'd have to take a look to see what that would end up meaning for him. But that might be interesting. But yeah, it's definitely going to be Pelor, Hieronius, maybe Foltest at some point. I do need to complete the Fire Elementalist stuff, and then probably work on Earth Elementalist next, mostly because of the fact that I'm playing one, so I have a good idea of what spells I need to have available. But yeah, no, we can get that done. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Oh boy, so much work to be done to get these custom classes out. But yeah, I want more. I want more options for my players. I want to go beyond. I want to go beyond just what's in the CNC Player's Handbook. I'm not crazy about the extra classes that Trollord Games has made for their game. I think they're a bit OP. Amazing Adventures, I'll take a look at the classes and possibly bring some of them over. Like the Duelist, I want to bring over. I've got some from Dragon Magazine. The Halfling Guardian is almost done. I just got some work to do on that one. Probably need to do the XP chart for that particular one, and then that'll be ready. Yeah, but we're starting to look good. We've got options. I've got 2 players playing specialty classes in Friday Night Crusades. I've got a Fire Elementalist, and I have a specialty priest of Sehanin Moonbow. So both are having a lot of fun, even though they're both. I think they hit second level, or at least the priest hit second level. I think the fire elementals may still be first, mostly because of the fact that poor Asher has not been able to make it the last couple of weeks. Because otherwise, he definitely would be second level by now. Whew. So much to do, so much to do. What's everyone else got going on? What do you all have going on this weekend? And please enter the raffle, exclamation point ticket to enter, because right now your odds of winning are pretty damn good. It's, I've never seen people so you would think it's a giveaway. It's like I'm just giving it away. Exclamation point ticket to enter. What else is going on? I don't know. Otherwise, it's been kind of quiet. You have no idea what you're doing this weekend. There you go. It's funny. We, of course, while I was working today, the sun was shining and it was kind of nice, and it wasn't hot outside. It was kind of cool, and now it's kind of a thunderstorm, or at least it's raining, whatever. And I'm thankful because I'm putting my dog in boarding for the weekend. Just because the boarding facility, he'll get to play throughout the entire weekend. And, when there's fireworks going off, he'll be inside a large brick building that is a hell of a lot more soundproof than my house is. So he won't have to deal with that. He'll be having fun all weekend. And I'm like, okay, this worked out well. Now I just need to figure out what I'm doing with myself for this weekend. I mean, I know Saturday that I'm playing. I'm hoping against hope. Oh, nice. Listen, I am all about it. If there's a coffee giveaway, please come running to find me. Or I mean, obviously, if you're entering, you're going to want it for yourself. But come running to find me. I will enter a coffee giveaway all day, every day. I love coffee. Coffee and I have a very, very deep and abiding love affair. I will go to great lengths to get coffee. I'm not saying I went to Jamaica to get coffee, but being there certainly did help. And I come back with all I can. Touch of Evil, thank you. That's two. By the way, Sarah, why haven't you entered the giveaway? You can put it towards the Amazing Adventures books if you're interested. I'm just saying. Just want to point that out. Not to push. Oh, you already won one. Okay. All right. I see you. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh well. There's that. Yeah, I need to get, and honestly, it is really, really hard. I need to get Tim into a game here. Unfortunately, the timing of Tim's games tends to interfere with the timing of when my games are. Like, if they're not at the same time, his will be like immediately after mine, which, considering he's running his stream and I'm running this, it's really difficult to do that. Costa Rican coffee is amazing. I love me some Costa Rican coffee. Costa Rican, Kenyan AA. But I mean, my immediate love affair, and it's because of the fact that I get to go. I've been lucky enough to go down there pretty consistently. Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee will always have a very special place in my heart. Not the least of which because buying it there means I don't have to spend, $40 a pound here for it. Whew. That is some really, really good stuff, and it's really expensive. But, it's so worth it. So very worth it. But yeah, no, I love Costa Rican coffee. friend of mine went down to Costa Rica. I was like, it's like, just bring me back a bag. Please, I will hand you all the money you need. Just bring me back a bag of coffee, please. It's so good. And she did, which was nice. I enjoyed it. Yeah, no, but good coffee is a beautiful thing. All right, so we obviously have some coffee connoisseurs here. What is your preferred method for making coffee? Let's get into some deep topics here. To heck with this being a TTRPG stream, where it is now a coffee stream, and I am here for it. Oh, that's awesome, Chris. That's awesome. Well, I mean, what's your preferred method for brewing coffee? Okay, all right. That's fine. Plain old coffee machine, just basically standard like Mr. Coffee. Put the filter in, put the grinds in, and let it go. Okay, all right. I mean, hey, listen, it works. It's, I am my. If you need to understand the depths of my coffee weirdness, is the not only the numbers of ways that I could possibly make coffee in my house, but the number of devices per method I have to make coffee in my house. See, Chris, I don't understand that because I've got grinder. I mean, the handheld grinder is a little, can be a little annoying because one, that feeling of it buzzing in your hand as you're doing it is not the most pleasant thing first thing in the morning. I've found, but it's not. I mean, it's like there's lazy and then there's that. It's like, I mean, even if you're using just plain old drip, it's like, well, all right, there you go. Oh, yeah. I do. I've gotten more into tea as the years go by. I am very much I love a good Marrakesh mint tea. That was one of the other things about going down to Jamaica is we were doing tea doing tea each afternoon, and so I got kind of spoiled with that, and then I found out that the tea that I liked so much, the brand that they were using, is available online. As a matter of fact, if you're familiar with Peet's Coffee, PEET, they got the distribution rights for the tea that I like down there, so I can get my Marrakesh mint. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I didn't, I only knew it as Peet's Coffee. I didn't find out about Peet's Coffee until it wasn't my first trip to San Francisco. It was my first work trip to San Francisco. The first time I had to go down there for work because there were, because of how expensive downtown San Francisco is, we'd have to, the hotel that they'd have a stay in was like at least half a mile away. So walking down to the building, we'd pass at least three of them, one of which was right across the street from the office. And, so I just knew it was Peet's Coffee. And it just happened to be serendipity that I found out about them getting the rights for the tea because when I first started buying the tea, I was able to buy it directly from the maker, and then Peet's Coffee. I went on to Peet's to just get beans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's the other big one in San Francisco? Was it Blue Bottle or something like that? I don't remember. But yeah, no, Pete's. And then I was like looking at the Pete's store online store, and I was like, oh my god, they have my tea too. I can get I can get coffee and tea at the same place. This is awesome. For when my Jamaica stores run out. But yeah, I've got in terms of I think I have like two. I think I still have like two drip machines. I have three. I have three percolator pots. Two of which are the old school, hard, extremely thick glass with the. I mean, it's the really really old school. Like these pots are like 50, 60, 70 years old. And it's So I have one of those that I inherited from my when my grandmother passed away. They had been living with my mother. She had been living with my parents. And my mother's like, do you want anything? I was like, yeah, I want the coffee pot. It's like of the things that I want the coffee pot. I have, I have a Keurig machine that I don't use. I don't even have pods for it. It's still it's a relatively nice one actually, but I don't have pods for it. I have at least 4 different mocha pots. Are you if you're familiar with what a mocha pot is? But oh, nice. Yeah, so I have all that. And the funny thing is that we used to just call it the black coffee pot because that's back when I was a kid, my family used to that's how they made espresso. No one could afford an espresso machine. I didn't see an espresso machine until I was like 16, and I still don't own one. But yeah, no, we had mocha pots. I never knew what that thing was called until about 7 years ago. I found out it was called a mocha pot. I've got like 4. I've got at least 4 of them. And then I have 2 Chemex systems. Two basically they're pour overs, which is probably my favorite way to make coffee. I make a pot via the Chemex, and I drink a pot via the Chemex. Usually in 2 large cups. One is the biggest mug I can find, and then I'll put the rest of it in a Yeti so it stays hot, and a little milk, and I'm good to go. I don't have a French press. I've never been the biggest fan of French press. I don't think it makes a strong enough cup of coffee for me. I've tried it. I've tried different steeping times. I've tried different grind levels. I've tried different coffee beans, and it just never tastes strong enough for my liking. I should probably try an AeroPress, but if I got an AeroPress now, that would be one of the single shot deals. That would kind of that'd be getting ridiculous. I do have my own teapot, ceramic teapot. I do have 2 grinders because I gotta have a backup. 2 burr grinders. Oh, that's that I could see a French press working for a cold brew. I could see that working. I tend to be more of a hot coffee person, but I do like an iced coffee. Cold brew is fine. I enjoy one every so often. I do tend to be more of a hot coffee person, even in the summer. At least in the morning, I need a hot coffee in the hot coffee in the morning. But yeah, it's and I have more coffee mugs than any single person who's been living by themselves should ever own. It's a problem. I'm my coffee mug collection is taking over. It's kind of like my minis collection. It started out great and it just got quickly out of control. Oh boy. All right. So anyway, we're gonna put a wrap on this. Last chance to enter the giveaway. Exclamation point ticket to enter. That's interesting. Possibly. There are certain coffees. I'm not. I don't normally drink my coffee black, just because I like the texture of the coffee better. When doesn't need to be a lot of milk, just needs to be some. It's got a better texture for me. Really good coffee. I'm happy to. I'll drink it black if there's no milk. Don't get me wrong, and if it's good coffee, I'll enjoy it. Oh yeah. Oh, unfortunately, I'm not on that end of the miniature spectrum. My minis have raised an army, and I think they're about to try to take over. All right, so we're going to close the giveaway. And draw a winner. All right, Chris, congratulations once again. Yeah. I will get you that after the stream. And we are going to set up the raid for Lord Gazumba. Because I know he's live already. Thank you everyone for hanging out. It's been good to see everyone. Thank you for chatting. Oh, ye I love the timing of ads, but thankfully, I think the people who need to be here are here and can see it. Anyway, we got 6 viewers going into the stream. I will be back next week with some more stuff. Otherwise, I will see you Saturday, 2:30 on Lord Gazumba playing with my Earth Elementalists. So join me then, 2:30 Eastern on Saturday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Please enjoy, stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye now.